All right. We got Renton on the one side. We got Rainier Beach on one side. We out here today at Brighton Playfield for our 8th annual Turkey Bowl presented by FAM. Let's get it.
This has been a baby of mine that has been inspired by my Uncle Charles E. Sampson, who laid the foundation on the original Turkey Bowl, which started back in West Monroe, Louisiana. And it made its way all the way up to the Pacific Northwest and has had over 20, 30 years of tradition in the Turkey Bowl. But the Turkey Bowl week is in its 8th annual year, and it's moving and it's going stronger.
Oh yeah, I started. I was about 10 years old, 1959. I decided to get some of our neighborhood classmates. I said, let's play football for Thanksgiving. So we decided to play two-hand church, for Thanksgiving in the '59. But that was only for bragging rights. So for two-hand church, and then next year we liked it, so I said, let's do it again. Once we got in high school, before it was just a classmate, but once we got close to high school age, it was the east side of the street versus the west side of the street for bragging rights. And whoever won, we rub it in for that whole year to next Thanksgiving.
We love football, and it's something that is just a tradition that, when football season comes around, we can all get together and catch a touchdown pass, do a dance, be entertained, have fun. It's good fellowship.
This is based off of a family tradition, but it has been led by the charge of community.
And when I first heard Tiz talk about where the Turkey Bowl came from, see, I got sucked in then. There was so much history, so much tradition. And it's important to have tradition and history where you're from so that you have the right type of pride that you're supposed to have in your community. People that come from the area, they'll bang the block. And there's like a pretentious, not all the way real pride of being from there. It's just, I'm from here. But if you understand, like, I got pride in being from here because we have a long-standing tradition. This is what we do around here. The Turkey Bowl brought me into it. It's very important that the right people are creating the culture, and then we're doing the right things to cultivate that culture.
Actually, organically went from the Turkey Bowl week, where it was started out, where it was only 3 days, and this thing has expanded into a Turkey Bowl month, right? And so we're serving every week of November. We're pulling up to tiny home villages, we're having service projects.
The Turkey Bowl is important to the community because it brings families together, it brings friends together, it brings people together to serve, to help, and it's important to know that people are here for them.
The Turkey Bowl is like the part where we kind of kick our feet up and all enjoy together, but the first part of it, like making 100 sandwiches for a little part of the city and taking those somewhere and having all the kids see what it's like to do something for somebody else, where you're not doing it to get something out of it other than to help. Thanksgiving's like a family event, but we get to do it as a community, treat the community as a family first.
I just think it's a day to just appreciate what's around you.
Tradition. They'll remember last year we went to the Turkey Bowl and we ate and we had fun and we danced and we sang, and they'll remember that this year when they come and join it as well.
It shows us how to service people. It shows us how to be one and just be together like a family thing. Some of us don't have families to go to on this particular day,
The Turkey Bowl impacted me and my family. It just helps bring us to more closer as a family, and when we see other people get food, and I feel like it makes everybody appreciate the little things more.
It's given us a stronger bond and a sense to know that other people need help, other people are important, and we can support them and be there for them.
I actually seen Cortez's daughter cry one of the years when they asked her what did it mean to her. Wasn't expecting it at all, but you can tell that the passion that is connecting to them deeply, and it actually matters more than they might even know. And I feel like more than us just asking for what we're asking for, that to see those type of things stretches well beyond any dollars that we can ever receive. It stretches well beyond any contribution that we can ask for material-wise. To be able to see the impact that this has on these kids and able to see that they actually feel something from this is music to my soul.
I have my team service. The other day of service, they made about 300 sandwiches last year or something close to that. We hand make them ourselves. sandwiches, wrap them all up, and then we put them in the care packs together and then give them out to the little community right there.
I think it hit them a little bit then, kind of lightly. I really saw it in their eyes and really touched their heart when we went to the Tiny Homes Village and the students actually hand walked those bags and those sack lunches into that community, and they were actually able to meet some of the people there and see the facilities. I think that's where it kind of hit them.
To see them being grateful to help someone in need was big for those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, coach, I got to help somebody who really appreciate giving them a small meal.
And the Turkey Bowl has impacted me in a multitude of ways, from being a child, growing up when my uncles laid the foundation and was playing in these turkey bowls and collecting canned goods and non-perishable items, all the way up until my adulthood, where I was inspired to continue on the tradition, but then expand it in a way in which it includes everybody.
Help other people, it makes everybody feel happy. It impacts families, gives them food, you know, help everybody out.
And the future of the Turkey Bowl week, I feel like it's going to get bigger and better and expand. And I believe that every city in our state deserves to have one of these Turkey Bowl weeks and celebrate community and celebrate one another and serve our community together with a smile on their face.
I would love to see more people in the community involved. I would like to see them actually participate in more than the day of service, actually, because there's different parts to it. There's like 3 or 4 days where we go to the food bank, we come here, we just do different things and actually be involved.
I don't know, maybe a video game tournament or something, just to get more kids out there, because a lot of kids nowadays, they don't like to get out the house like that.
One thing I want to do is get our educators out here, get our teachers out here, get our admin that's not a part of this community, but you work in this community. Get out here and serve and walk this thin line with us and get out here and be a part of what's been growing every year.
You know, I think that this Turkey Bowl week will get the attention of who it needs to get to, and so that they can invest in it and they can expand it. As long as I have breath in my body, we're gonna figure out a way to serve at a high level.
If you just add more sports, add more events and stuff throughout the whole week, it's gonna bring more people in. That's what I like to see, more people coming out, because I feel like it's a great thing for the community.
Its genesis is right here in the city of Seattle. Right here, homegrown, in the heart of South Seattle and the Rainier Beach community. And we really want this city to get behind this Turkey Bowl week. We want them to get behind it in a way where we don't have to worry about how things are gonna get done. It's just about getting the right people in the right places, because funding is not an issue and funding is not a problem.
You know, we firmly believe it's never too early for you to learn how to serve something that's greater than yourself. And it's never too early to understand the concept of community. There's monthly things that we do that are behind the scenes where, you know, we have our young people involved in, families are involved in. Never mind that you'd be surprised at what it looks like if a mother shows up and they're serving with their kids and they're serving the greater community, and what that does for healing in their family, you know, and always understanding, you know, the concept of the collective, you know, being greater than yourself and giving back to that, and it happening year round. The opportunity never stops. There's opportunity every day to serve.
And donors should definitely, you know, step up and donate and fund and, you know, and share this experience with other cities and surrounding cities.
I definitely want to see the mayor of the city of Seattle come out. I definitely want to see some of the Seahawks come out and get behind this, the Mariners come out and get behind this, because this community is coming together and they're being extremely selfless, and we're serving. We're serving people because we want to. We're serving people because we care. There's a lot of tiny home villages in our region. There's a lot of people that do not have and they go without. And so to normalize this behavior for our young people, to care about the homelessness that's going on and the hungerness that's going on, we have to grab the attention of the folks that are in those seats that can be able to put some money behind this so that we can even have a bigger impact. I want to thank God for giving me a vision. I want to thank my Uncle Charles E. Sampson for blessing me and blessing that vision. I also want to thank Seattle Parks and Recreation for being able to be a consistent host at Rainier Beach Community Center, the Gold Soul Foundation, who's locked arms with us hand in hand, CCYJ, Center for Children Youth Justice. They've been a supporter of the Turkey Bowl. It wouldn't be what it is today without the consistent support of the Rainier Beach High School and Renton High School football teams. They have consistently been a part of the Turkey Bowl and have made it what it is today. Seattle Public Schools. Also want to give a huge shout out to DeJounte Baby Boy Murray, who's from out here, went to Rainier Beach High School, supported the Turkey Bowl, donated turkeys to us before, and any and everybody who has ever participated in the Turkey Bowl. It is an honor and it is a pleasure to be able to host these events every year and provide our youth and young adults who are connected to this Turkey Bowl a new memory in life. So we appreciate you guys, much gratitude to you guys, and we look forward to seeing you at the upcoming Turkey Bowl weeks for years to come.